Imagine, if you will, standing at the edge of a vast, verdant forest. A symphony of life awaits. Towering trees, their branches arching towards the heavens, stand guard at the entrance. A carpet of lush, green foliage, dappled with sunlight, stretches out before you, inviting exploration. Feel the cool, earth-scented air as it greets your senses. Listen to the whispering leaves rustling in the gentle breeze, the distant song of a bird hidden within the greenery. This is a world that thrives in serene silence, punctuated only by the soft symphony of nature's orchestra. You are standing on the brink of a journey, a path that leads you away from the noise and clamor of everyday life. Take a breath. Leave your worries at the edge of the forest. Step into this verdant paradise and surrender to the tranquility that awaits. As you step under the canopy of leaves, you are welcomed by the forest's soothing embrace. As you journey deeper into the woods, the world transforms around you. The air grows cooler, laced with the delicate scent of moss and damp earth, a perfume that only nature could create. The sunlight filters through the leafy canopy, casting a dappled pattern on the forest floor, a natural kaleidoscope of light and shadow. The foliage beneath your feet crunches softly, a symphony of sounds, each leaf and twig adding its note. The undergrowth parts like a curtain, revealing a world untouched by the hands of time. You are in the heart of the forest now, where the trees stand like sentinels, their bark weathered and gnarled, bearing witness to countless seasons. Listen. The forest speaks in a language only those who pause can understand. Can you hear the rustling of leaves, like whispered secrets passed from tree to tree? The chirping of birds punctuate the silence, each species singing its unique melody. The soft whisper of the wind weaves itself into this orchestration, a gentle harmony that resonates with the rhythm of the forest. The forest is a living, breathing entity. It pulses with life, each creature, large and small, playing its part in the grand tapestry of existence. A spider spins its silken web between branches, a delicate masterpiece glistening in the morning dew. A squirrel scurries across the forest floor, its bushy tail flicking with every leap. High above, an eagle soars, its sharp eyes scanning the landscape below. You cross babbling brooks, their water crystal clear and cool to the touch. The rocks beneath the water's surface are smooth and rounded, shaped by the patient hand of time. The water's gentle murmur is soothing, a lullaby sung by the forest itself. Every aspect of the forest, from the smallest insect to the tallest tree, is a testament to the enduring power and beauty of nature. It is a world of harmony and balance where every life form has its place and purpose. As you journey through the woods, you are a part of this magnificent tableau. Every step you take is a dance with nature, a symphony of sights and sounds that touch the soul. In the heart of the forest, you find a tranquil clearing, where you might learn about a story about life that can share a valuable lesson. A professor stood before his philosophy class and had some items in front of him. When the class began, wordlessly, he picked up a very large and empty mayonnaise jar and proceeded to fill it with golf balls. He then asked the students if the jar was full. They agreed that it was. The professor then picked up a box of pebbles and poured them into the jar. He shook the jar lightly, and the pebbles rolled into the open areas between the golf balls. He then asked the students again if the jar was full. They agreed again that it was. The professor next picked up a box of sand and poured it into the jar. Of course, the sand filled up the rest of the space. He asked once more if the jar was full, and his students responded with a unanimous yes. The professor then produced 2 pint glasses of beer from under the table and poured the contents of both into the jar, effectively filling the empty space between the grains of sand. The students laughed. "Now," said the professor as the laughter subsided, "I want you to recognize that this jar represents your life. The golf balls are the important things, your family, children, health, friends, and your favorite passions. Things that, if everything else was lost and only they remained, would still make your life full. The pebbles are the other things that matter, like your job, your house, and your car. The sand is everything else, the small stuff. If you put the sand into the jar first, he continued. There is no room for the pebbles or the golf balls. The same goes for life. If you spend all your time and energy on the small stuff, you will never have room for the things that are important to you. Pay attention to the things that are critical to your happiness. Play with your children, take time to get medical checkups, take your partner out to dinner, and play another 18 holes. There will always be time to clean the house and fix the leaky tap. Take care of the golf balls first, the things that really matter. Set your priorities, because the rest is just sand. One of the students raised her hand and inquired what the beer represented. The professor smiled. I'm glad you asked. It goes to show you that no matter how full your life may seem to be, that there's always room for a couple of beers with a friend. As the sun begins to set, it's time to bid the forest farewell. The day's last light filters through the lofty branches, casting long, quivering shadows that dance upon the forest floor. The woods are bathed in a resplendent glow of gold and crimson, a grand spectacle that only nature could orchestrate. The forest, once vibrant and teeming with life, now assumes a tranquil demeanor. The creatures of the day retire while those of the night prepare to take center stage. The wind whispers through the leaves, a lullaby to the setting sun. We retrace our steps, treading lightly on the carpet of fallen leaves, leaving the heart of the forest behind. Each rustle and hush is a gentle reminder of the forest's twilight beauty. The forest's edge beckons, marking the end of our journey, yet the memory of this natural sanctuary remains etched in our hearts. Thank you for your support of this channel and for subscribing. It means a lot to me personally to help others to relax in a world that is complex and ever-changing. Thank you. Remember, nature is always waiting for your return.